Have you ever wondered what it would be like if people suddenly disappeared from the earth? A thought-provoking question indeed. It brings us to an intriguing concept known as the rapture, a concept shrouded in mystery and marinated in curiosity. The rapture, as some believe, is a future event when individuals will vanish, as if plucked from existence. An occurrence so enigmatic it has captivated minds and stirred imaginations for centuries. But what exactly is this rapture? Is it a spiritual phenomenon, a divine intervention, or perhaps something more terrestrial? At this stage, we won't delve too deeply into the specifics. We are merely scratching the surface of this fascinating subject, setting the stage for a journey of exploration and discovery, an exploration into the depths of faith, belief, and the realms beyond our understanding. Intrigued? Let's embark on a journey to unravel the mystery of the rapture. The origins of the rapture take us back to the roots of Christianity. It's a concept deeply intertwined with Christian eschatology, or the part of theology concerned with the final events of history, or the ultimate destiny of humanity. This concept, this idea of the rapture, it's not some recent invention, but rather a belief that has been part of Christianity for centuries. To understand the origins of the rapture, we need to delve into the biblical scriptures, particularly the books of Thessalonians and Revelation. The word rapture itself may not appear in the Bible, but the concept surely does. It's like a thread woven subtly through the fabric of these ancient texts. The first letter to the Thessalonians, attributed to the Apostle Paul, talks about believers being caught up in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. This phrase, caught up, is translated from the Greek word harpazo, which can be interpreted to mean snatch away or take away. From this, early Christians began to form the idea of being taken up into heaven, an event now known as the rapture. Then we have the book of Revelation, the final book of the New Testament, which provides a vision of the end times. It speaks of a time of great tribulation, followed by the return of Christ and the ultimate victory of good over evil. While the book doesn't explicitly mention the rapture, many interpret passages within it as alluding to this event. So, you see, the rapture is not a standalone idea, but one that is part of a larger narrative. It's a belief that has been shaped and molded by interpretations of these sacred texts over time. It's a concept that has given hope to countless believers throughout history, the promise of a heavenly reunion, a deliverance from the tribulations of the world. The rapture, then, is an event deeply embedded in Christian beliefs. Over the centuries, the concept of the rapture has evolved and been interpreted in myriad ways. This fascinating journey of interpretation is a testament to the dynamic nature of belief and understanding. Let's take a closer look at how the understanding of the rapture has changed over the years. The early Christian church had a simple and direct view of the rapture. The faithful would be whisked away to heaven, avoiding the tribulations and trials of the end times. It was a comforting concept, a promise of divine protection and salvation. As the centuries progressed, the interpretation of the rapture took on a more complex form. Different branches of Christianity began to develop their own unique understandings. Some held on to the original view, the idea of a pre-tribulation rapture, where the faithful would be taken up before the onset of the end times. However, there were those who proposed a mid-tribulation rapture. They believed that the faithful would have to endure half of the tribulation period before being taken up to heaven. This view suggested a test of faith, a divine trial to prove one's worthiness. And then there was the post-tribulation interpretation. This view held that the faithful would have to endure the full tribulation period before the rapture. It was a concept that promoted perseverance, resilience, and unyielding faith. These different interpretations reflect the broad spectrum of perspectives within Christianity. Each view carries its own weight and significance, providing a rich tapestry of belief and understanding. They highlight how faith can be interpreted and experienced in a multitude of ways. Yet, amidst these varying interpretations, there is a common thread that binds them all. The central theme of the rapture remains constant: the sudden disappearance of the faithful. Regardless of when it happens, the idea that the faithful will be taken up to heaven, leaving the world behind, is a cornerstone of the rapture concept. Despite the different interpretations, the central theme remains the same: the sudden disappearance of the faithful. a concept that continues to captivate, inspire, and offer a profound sense of hope. In modern times, the rapture continues to captivate and intrigue. The concept has seeped into our culture, becoming a recurrent theme in books, films, and music. This cultural permeation has profoundly shaped how we perceive and understand the rapture today. In literature, the rapture has been a source of inspiration for countless authors. It's been used as a powerful narrative tool, a moment of cataclysmic change that propels characters into uncharted territories. This literary exploration of the rapture often focuses on the human element, delving into the emotions, the fear, the hope, and the confusion that such an event would undoubtedly engender. In the realm of film, the rapture has been portrayed in a myriad of ways. Some movies depict it as a sudden, world-altering event, leaving behind a world in chaos. Others use it as a backdrop for tales of survival, resilience, and the enduring human spirit. These cinematic interpretations serve to bring the concept of the rapture into the tangible realm, making it feel real and immediate. Music, too, has been touched by the concept of the rapture. Songs across various genres have used the rapture as a metaphor for profound change or as a symbol of hope and redemption. These musical expressions often resonate with listeners, creating a shared understanding of the rapture that transcends individual beliefs. Each of these cultural mediums, literature, film, and music, has played a role in shaping our collective understanding of the rapture. They've transformed it from a purely religious concept into a shared cultural narrative, one that speaks to our deepest fears and hopes. They've made the rapture a part of our collective consciousness, a concept that continues to fascinate, to terrify, and to inspire. The rapture, thus, is not just a religious concept, but also a cultural phenomenon. The rapture, undeniably, has profound implications for believers and non-believers alike. It's an idea that, like a pebble dropped in a pond, sends ripples throughout all aspects of life. Let's begin with the psychological impact. For believers, the rapture is a promise of deliverance, an assurance that they will be spared from the trials and tribulations of the end times. This belief can offer comfort and solace, especially in times of difficulty or adversity. It provides hope, a light at the end of the tunnel, a belief that regardless of the challenges they face now, they are destined for a better place. At the same time, this belief can also foster a sense of urgency, a call to live life in a certain way. After all, if the end could come at any moment, then every decision, every action takes on heightened significance. It can lead to a heightened sense of morality, a life lived with an eye towards the eternal. But what about those who don't believe in the rapture? For non-believers, the idea might seem strange, even unsettling, yet it's impossible to deny its societal impact. The belief in the rapture has shaped cultures, influenced laws, and inspired art and literature. It has served as a catalyst for conversations about life, death, and what comes after. It's also worth noting that the belief in the rapture can create a sense of community among believers. It's a shared understanding, a common ground that can bring people together, fostering a sense of camaraderie and mutual support. However, like any belief, the concept of the rapture can also lead to divisions. Differences in interpretations can lead to disagreements, and sometimes these disagreements can escalate, leading to conflicts and divisions. The belief in the rapture, then, can significantly shape one's worldview. Whether you're a believer or a skeptic, there's no denying that it's a concept that carries weight, a concept that has and continues to leave an indelible mark on our collective consciousness. So, what does the future hold for the concept of the rapture? It's a question that invites speculation and encourages us to ponder. As we journey towards the future, the concept of the rapture continues to be a topic of intrigue and contemplation. In the realm of religious beliefs, the interpretation of the rapture may continue to evolve. As it has done throughout history, our understanding of such concepts will likely be shaped by the changing religious landscapes. As new spiritual movements emerge and traditional religious institutions transform, so too might the interpretation of the rapture. The influence of science and technology cannot be underestimated either. With advances in fields like artificial intelligence, space travel, and genetic engineering, our understanding of life, death, and the afterlife is constantly being challenged and redefined. These scientific developments might influence how we perceive the rapture, possibly leading to novel interpretations that blend religious beliefs with scientific understanding. The societal attitudes towards the rapture are also expected to shift over time. As we become a more global and interconnected society, the diversity of beliefs and perspectives is likely to increase. This could lead to a wider range of interpretations of the rapture, reflecting the diverse cultural and philosophical perspectives of our global community. However, it's also possible that the concept of the rapture may become less relevant in a future society that places greater emphasis on secular values. As societies become more secular, the focus might shift from eschatological events like the rapture to more immediate concerns about life on Earth. In the end, the future of the rapture is a canvas yet to be painted. It's a story yet to be written. The interpretations will likely continue to evolve, shaped by the confluence of religious beliefs, scientific advances, and societal changes. But as always, the essence of the rapture, the hope for a divine intervention and a life beyond the physical realm, will likely endure. Only time will tell how the concept of the rapture will evolve in the future. We've journeyed through time and across cultures to understand the rapture. We've delved deep into its origins, tracing it back to ancient times, where it was first conceived as a divine intervention, a sudden and miraculous event that would transport believers from this world to a heavenly realm. We've seen how this concept has evolved over the centuries, shifting and transforming to fit different contexts and cultures. From the early Christian communities who yearned for a divine rescue in times of persecution, to the medieval mystics who envisioned it as a spiritual ascent, to the modern-day believers who see it as a prophetic event that will signal the times. We've also explored the rapture in the context of our modern times. We've seen how it's been interpreted and reinterpreted, how it's been used to inspire hope, to instill fear, to galvanize communities, and to shape worldviews. We've seen how it has permeated popular culture, influencing literature, art, music, and film. We've examined the impact of the rapture on society and individuals. We've seen how it has shaped religious, social, and political landscapes, how it has influenced personal beliefs and behaviors, and how it has provided a framework for understanding and coping with the uncertainties of life and death. And we've looked to the future, contemplating the role the rapture might play in the years to come. Will it continue to evolve, adapting to new cultural contexts and scientific understandings? Will it remain a powerful symbol of hope and fear, a tool for social cohesion and control, a source of comfort and dread? These are questions that remain open, inviting further exploration and reflection. Our journey through the history and mystery of the rapture has been just that, a journey, not a destination. We've gained insights and raised questions, but the ultimate truth of the rapture remains elusive, veiled in mystery. As we've seen, the rapture is a complex and multifaceted concept, a mystery that continues to intrigue us all.